Hello, it's me, Cece, and I wanted to share a little bit more about my breast reduction surgery journey. I have I have about a month and a half until my surgery, which is on May 24th. And I wanted to share about the consult. My dietitian or dermatologist offices look really fancy. But anyway, I wanted to share with you the questions and the procedure. So I walked in there, you sign your name and make sure you're maybe 15 minutes early so you can sign all the paperwork and stuff like that. I went up and they took my insurance. I had to make sure that they took my insurance and sat me down. They called me in and I met my doctor, the plastic surgeon, for the first time. So I wanted to share the questions I asked. So here are the questions that I asked, okay? First question was, what type of incision will you do? Or what type of breast surgery will you do? And this doctor said anchor incision. And so he kind of like showed me on a video. But he showed me on a video. He said, watch this video, and gave me a tablet and left the room. And then he came back later and asked me if I had any questions. Which I said, I have a lot of questions. So he looked visibly annoyed. But anyway. So that was the first question. The second question was, have you ever had a surgery where a client lost a nipple? Because I was like, I've seen some horror stories and people have had dead nipples from plastic surgery or reductions. And I was like, really? Years back when I was considering this before, and I was like a lot smaller then, I was watching these stories, like horror stories about breast surgeries. Oh, mind the siren. So he said, from there he was like, I have 30 years of experience. Nothing like that has ever happened to any of my clients in the 30 years that I've worked. I've never had a client who lost a nipple. And I was like, yeah, okay, all right, okay. My next question was, will I be able to breastfeed? Because I'm preparing to have children, or at least one child. And I am really, really like nervous about how big my boobs will get, even bigger than they are. Right now I'm at a cup size L, M. Like what is going to happen to me? I joke to myself that I'm going to have to cart them around work while I'm waiting to go on leave, or that I'll be on bed rest because of how big they get and how heavy they get and how worse my back will get. So I did wonder, like, after the surgery, will I be able to breastfeed? And his answer was some people do have problems lactating, some people don't. It's just however your body handles the surgery, I guess. My next question was, will I lose sensitivity in my breast? This is not a huge thing for me. Like, I don't really care about it. I just wanted to know if I would still have sensitivity. And the answer was basically the same as the last one. Like, some people do, some people don't. There's a chance that they'll say that there's a chance, or there's a risk that you will lose sensitivity or you will not be able to lactate. My next question was, what cup size will I end up being? So he said a C/D. Bam, a C/D. And I was like, I don't know about that. This was a big thing for me because I have a husband that is probably is in love with them, loves them so much, and I don't want to like disappoint him or anything like that. So I have to think about my health right now. So I didn't want to go like too small, but I do want to be able to feel the relief of back pain. So, but he said C/D. I'm like, I can handle that, you know. And if like with lactation and, you know, growing older, will they get bigger? Will they grow bigger? I think he said probably not that much. So keep in mind if you, you know, ask those types of questions when you talk to your doctor. My next question was, will this procedure relieve my back pain? And he said, you know, yes, it definitely will relieve your back pain. You know, there's great success stories about what women are able to do when they've had these mammography. I don't know what to call it, but these breast surgeries, breast reduction surgeries. What else? My other questions were, will I have scars? Which is yes, but I have a lesser chance because I'm still a bit young. And what does it hurt? That's kind of like a basic. Of course, it's going to hurt for a while. This doctor, what I found interesting is that he said, we're going to try not to give you pain medication. We're going to give you, not Lasix. What is it? It's some kind of pain medication. Starts with the L. It's not like a pain medication, but it's like a numbing agent. And he said they're going to put them in, like insert them in tubes into the breasts, like drains. There'll be like, he said there'll be 2 drains down here, and then there'll be some, I forget, lidocaine. That's what it is, lidocaine. There'll be 2 lidocaine incisions or insertions, and that will help control my pain. He was like really about not giving me pain medication. I really didn't like that because it seemed like he was thinking because I was Black, I was going to ask for those types of things. So that made me kind of upset, and that made my husband kind of upset. Editing CC here. I had to cut up my video into 2 parts, so stay tuned for the second part. YouTube be tripping.